All right, today we're going to be learning about triads. Do you recall what we learned last week?
Yes.
Okay, and what was that?
Major and minor.
Major and minor.
Consonants and dissonant.
Yes, and that manifested in the form of thirds.
Yes.
So, do we remember the major-minor pattern that we learned?
No. Minor. No.
Okay, close. So when we start on C, building our thirds, it's major from C to E, minor from D to F, minor from E to G, major from F to A, major from G to B, minor from A to C, and minor from B to D. So major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor.
Okay.
So you can build a triad on any one of these notes, and it will always follow that pattern.
Okay.
You can raise it or lower it, and it will be the same.
Okay.
And so today we're going to use that knowledge to build triads. And what triads are just a collection of two thirds. So a C major triad will be made up of two thirds starting at C, and then we have another one at E. And together they make a C triad. And the way that you can tell what kind of triad there is by what type of thirds that it makes up. And so, with that, we're going to learn about diminished and augmented consonances and dissonances. And so when you have major, it's a sound that's pleasing to the ear. When you have minor, it's a sound that sounds more melancholy or sad. And so, diminished, this would be a minor triad. And when you have a diminished triad, you have a minor third, and then another minor third on top. So a minor third from C to E flat, and then a minor third from E flat, not to G, but to G flat. So you're taking the normal minor triad and subtracting the top by 1/2 step. And so you hear how that sounds different from this. It sounds a little bigger in the minor, but it sounds smaller and a little more sinister with the diminished. And so you can do that anywhere. You can have a G minor triad, and then you lower the top to have a diminished. And so our next step is learning about augmented triads. And augmented, you start with a major triad, and then you raise the fifth. You raise it by 1/2 step. And so it sounds a little bigger, like it's reaching. And so you can build that on any key as well. So let's try a G major triad. And can you tell me what we need to raise to make the augmented?
The D.
Yes, the fifth. And so now we have a G augmented triad. And so we need to be able to build these on any key using our thirds. And so we're going to go through each of the 4 types of triads, major, minor, diminished, and augmented, by what kind of triads that they are made with. So we're going to start with the major triad. So we'll go with the C major triad. The C major triad is built with a major third on the bottom and a minor third on top. And that makes a major triad. And so let's see. How about you try building a major triad on F? Perfect. Okay, yeah. So we have a major triad and then a minor triad on top. So let's try making a minor triad on that same key. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So you lower the third from the major, and that means that this triad is made up of a minor triad and a major triad on top. So you see how this major triad, it starts at the A to C as a minor triad, and then you lower the A, and that becomes a major triad. So it expands the third. Okay, let's try a diminished triad. Let's start on C. Can you build a minor triad first and then lower it to the diminished? Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a C diminished triad. All right, let's go to augmented on. Well, let's make this a hard one. Let's go to B. You need to build a major triad first and then raise the fifth.
Oh, that was right.
Oh, that's right.
And then what am I going to?
And you're raising the fifth. And that's augmented. And that's your B augmented triad. And that's made up of a major third and a major third. So, to review, we have a major triad, a minor triad, a diminished triad, and an augmented triad. And a major triad is made up of a major third and a minor third on top. A minor triad is made up of a minor third and a major third on top. A diminished triad is made up of both minor thirds, and then augmented is a major third on the bottom and a major third raised at the end. Augmented. So, now we're going to do a little quiz. I'm going to have you build a triad of my choosing on any of the keys on the keyboard. So, we're going to start with major. Can you build me a major triad on an A natural? Perfect. Yeah, that's right. And can you tell me what types of thirds those are made of?
And then minor.
Perfect, yes, that's exactly right. Okay, and now we're going to do a minor on F natural. Perfect. And what types of thirds are those?
And major.
Yes, exactly. Okay, awesome. Now let's try a diminished on D natural. Perfect, yeah, that's perfectly right. So you start with a minor, and you lower the fifth. Can you tell me what types of triads or thirds those are made of?
Minor and minor.
Perfect. All right, and now for the last one, let's go for an augmented on B flat. We need to build a major triad first, and then raise the fifth. Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly right. And what types of thirds are those?
Major and major.
Awesome. All right. So now you've learned how to build a major triad, a minor triad, a diminished triad, and an augmented triad. So all of that will serve you very well in the next lessons because triads are the basis of so much music from Bach to Kendrick Lamar. Everyone uses triads in their music, whether it be like this or spread out like this or that. And so it's used in almost every type of music you can imagine, and so it will be very useful in the coming lessons. So now you've learned how to make triads. Congratulations.
Thank you.